Look, I wonder if it feel nice when you grip tight on the 40 cal Smith and Wesson at the midnight. Pull it to a nigga head, any nigga on sight. Open one eye, put it on sight. It's pull the trigger, kill another nigga, another black statistic. Now he's another victim, kids and his mother miss him. His story never finished. This is just another sentence. Judge off of
Bill Carton because
missing pages got me missing out on hope.
I remember when I was in the world, this brother, he turned around and he had murdered the cat, you know what I'm saying? But from nigga beat his ass in front of the woman in the mall, right? Man, he turned around, killed the dude, right? Then went, hide. He ain't really like go out of town, but he tried to use his dreads, try to change his look. Like, I seen the cat. What's so crazy about that is that I turned around and said I could have been a victim in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just innocent, not even. When I turned around and seen that Snooks before they closed, Snooks over on West Florida and Lucas Hunt, where the gas station is, where the warehouse. Okay, hold on. West Florida. That's Lucas Hunt, right? Lucas Hunt, where the gas station is, and then right behind it's a warehouse, like storage place. It's a barbecue spot on the corner, China.
And it's about to head up around the train track that goes across with that U-Haul.
It's a liquor store across the street. Okay, right where the rallies is. You know where the rallies is at? Okay, you come the next light going towards the count, going towards first. So that next intersection, the next light, after you say you got some rally, pull off the lot, make that left if you're going up West Florida. And then the very next light, right there you make a right, it's a gas station, and right behind it is a storage facility. That used to be a Snook. There used to be a Snooks right there. And I'm in the store, his brother, him and his woman, I see him like, oh, what's up, man? What's up? He like, ain't me, nigga, I don't know. I'm like, man, it's me, all this. You know, I'm like, damn, nigga, we was cool, I'm like, bro, damn, it's like that. Nigga, I don't know who you talking about. I'm like, oh my God. That's what I said. And I had a habit of putting my hands in my pants as I was standing, you know what I'm saying? And when I did that, both him and his woman was like his life was finna. I ain't know what was going on at that time. I ain't know he did none of that. You know what I mean? And so I looked at him and I said, man, what the fuck wrong with y'all? And I went and got in a whole nother line, But just saying, if he thought I was, what I'm saying, one of them, the cats trying to retaliate, you know what I'm saying? And say he'd have been sitting outside waiting on me to shot shit out me. At the store, you know what I'm saying? All over, his thing, his beef, all over a woman. He get his ass beat over his woman and shit in the mall. So, we the brotherhood is definitely central. You know what I'm saying? We need brotherhood so bad. Like, man, stuff like that. It ain't gonna be no. Even if you do turn around and have a fight, you kill a brother after. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, ain't too much fighting going on at all. It's all pistol play. It don't even matter. What the circumstances, who a punk, who ain't, and none of that. It's just pistol. So. Yep. Yeah, we definitely gotta push this. Who else gonna do it? You know what I'm saying? Who else gonna push this too if we don't? If we don't be the men to follow Christ, who gonna do it? Church? What man say? The black church? Nah, nigga, we ain't Christian. Around to the slave and visit the church. And what have they done since then? Their time is up. I'm telling you, their time is up, man. You ain't even did.
That wouldn't be something that I would be proud to say though. I said that wouldn't be something I would be proud to say though, because that means the black church been around since while all of this is happening. Everything that's happened, the black church was right around was
Yeah.
right around for it. Okay.
I'm telling you. Yeah, man. You're not Christian. I like that. We not Christian. Okay? Don't dare think you gonna slap me in one cheek and then slap me in the other. Hey, look, I remember when I was in church and I used to hear that. I was like, who just gonna let somebody punch them in one side of their face and then you turn and let them smack the other? Come on. I couldn't get with that. You know, so that by itself. Like, I do like my teeth. I ain't just let them punch me in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? That shit just didn't make sense. Christianity just don't make sense. None of it, man. None of it. It's all lies. It's all lies. Nah, nigga, we Christian. Got us confused. Okay. All right. Shalom, Israel. We're the ISUPK. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street in Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. You understand? And y'all already know where we at and what it is. Another class. All right. If you got any questions, any comments, or want to listen live, got 2 numbers that you can dial. One access code for both numbers, 712-832-8330 and 425-436-6260. And the access code for both numbers is 825-1636. All right. Couple of announcements before we get busy. We got the next upcoming food drive on the 16th of April 2021 from 1 o'clock until, I say from 1 to 3, but sometimes we run a little over, sometimes we run a little short. You know what I mean? We done wrapped up a food. I mean, the line was so damn long. All the people came and got all the food real quick with about an hour and a half. You know what I'm saying? 2 hours. So make sure you're here early. We right outside of our building, 5261 Delmar Boulevard. Right outside. You'll see us right on the sidewalk. All the brothers and all the damn food. You can't miss us. You pull up. You give your information. The information is your name, your household size, how many children under 18, and your phone number, and that's it. And then you'll get food. You understand? The only stipulations and requirements is that you need food. You understand?
Right.
And that's it. And make sure you come get. We've been doing this since before the pandemic. During the pandemic, we're going to be doing it after the pandemic. We are going to make sure that we take care of our people. We're not going to do like the Christian church and close the doors, close the pantries, scared to catch a cold. I'll catch a cold, you understand, in order to feed my people. All right? Because that's something that you just cannot stop. I don't give a damn what happened. You know what I mean? The poor need food. They need help. They need assistance. You know, and that don't stop just because you catch a cold. You know what I'm saying? It don't stop because you catch a cold. You got to keep it going. You got to appoint somebody else. You get somebody else out there to pass out the goddamn food if you sick and can't do it. You know? But the Christian church shut the whole door. This church over here that's like 1, 2, 3 buildings from the corner. I have seen them do absolutely nothing since the pandemic, but put lights out front of their church. You seen that? You seen them signs that they got out there? They had one that said, what was the other one? What did it say?
It's like, one of them said hope.
Hope. Yeah, that's one. Hope. And now they have some more other funny stuff for Christmas out there. Like, y'all not even open. You're not even damn open. The doors is shut and locked tight. You know, but they got lights set out, talking about hope. And then now they had some other junk for Christmas. And then now they got some more junk out there now. It's ridiculous. This one, I ain't seen nobody do nothing in there. The one on this corner. I ain't seen them do nothing. They ain't put no lights out. They said, damn, they just lock the doors up. You understand? They said, lock the doors out and to hell with all our members. That's what they said. But Commander Junior Hunter made sure that we stay open. You know?
Right.
He made sure that we stay open. Make sure that we keep teaching. He make sure that we keep hitting camp. You understand? Because in cities where they was not on full lockdown, we was at camp. Okay? We at camp while the church sitting back and enjoying the money they've been robbing people for years. And steady begging. That was something. And quick sidebar, the brother really didn't want me to bring that out either. You understand? Was how during the pandemic, because you know it was coming. You know it was coming. During the pandemic, the church had, well, before the pandemic, before the pandemic, the church had collected, the black Christian church as a whole collected over $140 billion in just 20 short years. Just 20 years. We ain't talking about all the years that they've been preaching and doing all this. All the money they've been collecting. Just in 20 short years, they have collected over $140 billion. Right? And as soon as the pandemic hit, they went to beg and talking about, we are about to close. We need help. We need money. You know, now what about all that 140 that you've been getting all this time? That you've collected already? Where is that at? How is it that you are about to fall apart to pieces and crumble and crash and fall and burn because you ain't got no money? When somebody has obviously been misappropriating funds, like buying jets, buying mansions, buying Benzes and fancy cars, whole families, whole household hooked up. You know what I'm saying? But your members is living worse than the rats. They living worse than dogs, stray dogs. You know what I mean? But here you got all these 140 billions of dollars, and your members is living like rats. Yeah, that's terrible. You know, but that's the black church for you. Like I said to the Christians, you are of your father, the devil. Meaning the white man, not the red guy up under the ground.
Right.
The red guy up under the ground might be all right. Matter of fact, I want to have a conversation with him. You know what I'm saying? I'll go sit and have a talk with him. And guess what? I bet you I'm pretty sure I won't get stabbed in the back. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee that the one up under the ground, the red man that got the horn sticking out his head and the pitchfork in his hand, I guarantee he ain't going to stab me with that fork when I turn and walk away. I know he ain't going to do nothing. But the goddamn devil that has been oppressing us forever, oh my God, he can't wait. He can't wait to see us coming. Because this is some type of trick. Like, I remember that movie Fences. Remember that? When Denzel had bought that furniture and was it that he was going to never pay that furniture off? Mm-hmm. Wasn't that it? Or it was like 40 years, something. It was something ridiculous, man. I can't remember if it was he had a furniture never paid off or it'd be paid off in like 30 years for some damn furniture, man. Mm-hmm. It was something, but he got ripped off some type of way, you know. And they've been doing us like that, man, for the longest. Taking advantage of us, oppressing us. We're already poor. They know you need the furniture. The furniture ain't worth. Come from China. It ain't nothing but $20 any damn way. Ain't nothing but $20. But then go to Dollar Buster and that shit is $3.99 at Dollar Buster for a whole 16 piece furniture set. You know what I'm saying? But then Denzel paid for a damn, what, he had an 8-piece set that he ain't gonna get done paying for till 30 years. That's the devil. And after the lust of your father ye will do. And that's what them Christian preachers and pastors and ministers and reverends and deacons and whatever the hell you call yourself, that's what they've been doing all this time, man. Is they turned around and said, you know what, look at the devil. He's been getting over on these people all this time. I'm gonna do the same thing. That's what the Christians in the church say. That's what the pastors in the church say. They look at people, they don't look at them, you know what I'm saying, with compassion and say, damn, these people have been through so much. You know what I mean? We're gonna teach them something that's gonna liberate them from this mess. You know, not at all. They say, you know what? Oh, you know what? God loves you. Jesus loves you. You know what I'm saying? They turn around and think of another way to scam. You know, they think of another damn way to scam you. When the white man is scamming you with all that prosperity garbage, I seen some of them shows where they talking about some sow a seed. I'm telling you right now, God just spoke to me, and he said that there's 20 people on this line that has $1,000 right now. I tell you, you better be obedient, and you better send in that seed. You better sow that seed right now so that you can be blessed. I've seen them white people talking that garbage. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Now the black preachers is doing the same damn thing. T.D. Jakes, that's all he talk about. It's being prosperous, getting paid. Creflo, his damn name, he ain't gonna lie on his mama, talking about his mama named him that. Boy, if you don't stop, you know what I'm saying? If you don't damn stop lying on your mama like that, she ain't named you no goddamn dollar. That ain't your real damn name, man. You know, but that's what you all about. You all about them Benjamins. And wasn't he on a video? He was on a Just the Way Players Play video, right? Yeah, TD, yeah. I mean, the Creflo Dollar was on that video. Just the Way Players Play. He would play. He the biggest player on the goddamn video. You know what I'm saying? He the biggest player around. Making how much he make? 88 million a year. That's what he record. And notice in the article that the white man wrote about him, he said that specifically. He said that Creflo Dollar only records making 88 million a year. That's just what he's telling you he made. So I'm pretty sure he get more than that. I'm pretty sure he getting way more than that, man. I'm pretty sure he over the hundreds. You know, I mean, damn, 88? 88? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's well over the hundreds. You know? So, like I said, man, these preachers, Christianity, it has to go. You know? This thing here has been destroying black families, man. It hasn't helped and fixed anyone. You know? Not at all. Okay? Let's see. Sharpen the Sword Radio going down every Sunday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Make sure y'all tuned in. I'm going to see if we can this Sunday get the brother DMG to come on the line and answer a couple of questions about the debate that me and Minister Nobody had. And I'm going to see if he can answer a couple of questions if he'll come on Sunday. So be looking forward to that. And I'm pretty sure he will. You know what I'm saying? The brother, he real cool, you know. And I don't think he'll have no problem with that. So look forward to that. Make sure you tune in this Sunday. You know, we're going to try to have the brother on there. He actually wants to do another show because when Minister Nobody started ranting and lying about One West, like, he turned around and said, man, he said, I'm going to have to have you break that down about, you know, the misconception about these camps coming from One West. You know what I'm saying? He said, we got to break that down. He said, because when I heard you, how you broke down how you cannot affiliate all of the Israelites together.
Right.
He said, and then when he came and said, that no, you can't jumble all the Christians together either. But then he turned around and jumbled them all together. He said, "Man, I gotta hear your take on that." He said, "I gotta hear that about the history One West and all of that." And he says, "So we're gonna talk about that one too. That's gonna be another one." And me and him are going to have a discussion about black people not being Africans. Because something else that Minister Nobody lied and said. He said, "Man, we all Africans." That's what he said. Go ahead.
It's Salakia, but like he went as far because you know how we say blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. He would not call our people here blacks, but he kept calling the Africans black. Every time he referred to that little African child, that's when he would use the term black.
Right,
but for our people, he wouldn't use that term.
Right.
He would say the people who believe in your chart.
Jews. Yeah.
That's not. It don't say who believe in nothing on this on our 12 tribes chart. That's not what it says.
Right. And then what else? He's the people here that's suffering from an identity crisis. That's what he said. He said that talking about the black. What he say? The black people that stole the identity of the Jews, trying to claim it.
Right.
We ain't stole nobody's damn identity. You understand? We was handed some garbage and we turned around and took it and ran with it. And now we actually believe that we are African Americans.
Right.
You know what I mean? But we don't know that we are Israelites. Who else actually has this problem? You know what I'm saying? Who else don't know their identity? You can go to an African and they'll tell you, "Oh no, I'm Kenyan."
Right.
Oh no, I'm from Libya. I'm Libyan. You know what I mean? They'll tell you where they know where they from. Even though they live here. Even though somebody was born here. But you don't never hear the ones that was born here say, "I'm African American." You understand? Even the ones that was born here say that I am Ethiopian. That's what they say. They don't say they African American. They don't say they're American Ethiopian. They don't say none of that. They say that they are Ethiopian. You understand? And that's because the lost sheep of the house of Israel is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Right.
You understand? And we're going to get to the history. We're going to go over Passover all up until the point of the Passover. Man, I'm geeked up, too. I'm geeked up and can't wait. It's like you worry. Grab me 2 waters. Buck shot. I can't wait. You understand? The pandemic ruined the last one. I was ready to kick it. I was ready to kick it. God dang. But that's all right. I'm gonna kick it. You know how niggas like saying shit twice. I'm gonna kick it for this one here. You understand? I'm gonna kick it. Oh, grab me a napkin too, Warrior. One of them napkins from up there. Oh, right here on this shelf. Should be on this shelf right there. Y'all gotta move some of that camp equipment around. Yep. So yeah, we're gonna get into it, man. But that debate, man, it's just really sad that our people are in that Christian mess, man. That they even believe the stuff that they saying. Like, I don't know if he was listening and paying attention, but he made himself sound like a tremendous fool. He made himself sound like a tremendous fool, especially when he said, now we're not talking about who did the worst things. He said, if we was talking about that, oh man, you'll have us by a landslide. But that's saying it, that's admitting it, and that was terrible, man. But we're going to make sure that we go in on that because we are going to have more debates. We'll have more Christians, and we are going to, every brother that's going to end up debating, you ordered to run their head off. You understand? And bring that goddamn sword back wet. You understand? It must come back wet. It can't come back dry. Talking about you ain't killed nothing. You know what I mean? You better kill everything that come up against this truth. All right, and that's what's gonna end up happening more and more as you sit. You can just watch debates. Like, for instance, one good one that Commander Junior Hunter did, man. I forgot the name. I'm gonna have to look this one up. But I know he wore this one preacher out. Man, he wore this brother out. He did one, I believe, in Chicago, where it was and I think this was more like a round table. I don't think this was a debate, but he still killed that one too. Matter of fact, look that up for me, Warrior. It was about, I want to say either 2 or 3 Midwest barbecue ago. You know what I'm saying? Look that up for me, find it. That one was a good one. Man, Captain Soccer War had a good debate. Captain Tazariak, I already know he done killed every damn thing and everybody. He is the damn debate and interview king. You understand? He is the debate and interview king. Let me see. I mean, just all of them, man. You can look at all of them that anybody in the UPK has done. They didn't just destroyed. You know what I'm saying? The opponent. They didn't got destroyed. All right. But let's get into the history, man. Who knows how we ended up in Egypt? How did the Israelites end up in Egypt? Who knows? Who knows? Trooper know?
Salaki.
Go ahead.
One of our brothers, Joseph, he was Pharaoh. One of the pharaohs. He was one of his right hand man.
You said Joseph.
Yeah.
Joseph, what? How did we get in there? How did we end up there? You close. You dead on it. You own it. It was because of Joseph, but Joseph got in Egypt some type of way. Go ahead.
No.
You got it?
I was gonna take
No sweat. Go ahead, Cabal.
Joseph's brothers got jealous of him, so they sold him into slavery. So he went into Egypt as a slave. One thing led to another. He ended up interpreting a dream for Pharaoh, and Pharaoh made him second in command. Now, when it was a famine in Egypt,
Give me Genesis 37:1. Go ahead, Word.
okay. Now, when it was a famine in Egypt, the surrounding people had to come down to Egypt to get grain because Joseph had told Pharaoh to store up grain.
All right, you trying to tell the whole story? We're gonna read something. Let's say some of it for class. Hey, he been telling the whole damn story all up the Passover. We gotta read something. Hey, but you dead on. You dead right. You understand? You are correct in everything that you were saying. All right, and we're gonna read some. Let's start with what you said first. Was the brothers had ended up getting jealous of their brother? You understand? And let's read that. Go ahead, start, brother.
Genesis chapter 37, verse 1. And Jacob dwelt in the land wherein his father was a stranger.
Where his father was a what?
A stranger.
His father was a stranger. You understand? We ain't from Egypt. We ain't from Africa. You know what I'm saying? That's not where we from. You understand? We were strangers there. Okay? In the land of Canaan. All right? And the land of Canaan was filled with the Canaanites. All right? And the Canaanites were Africans. It was a tribe of Africans. Okay? And he dwelt in that land wherein his father was a stranger. You understand? Keep reading.
In the land of Canaan. These are the generations of Jacob. Joseph, being 17 years old, was feeding the flock with his brethren. And the lad was with his sons of Bala and with the sons of Zippah, his father's wives. And Joseph brought unto his father their evil report.
Okay, keep going.
Verse 3. Now Israel loved Joseph more than all his children, because he was the son of his old age,
Mm-hmm.
and he made him a coat of many colors.
Okay, now Joseph was the youngest of them all. You know what I'm saying? And it's just something about, now father, he love all his children. But when you get up there in age a little bit, and you have your youngest one, it's just something about that little young one. You know what I'm saying? That youngest child of yours. You love the old one, man. You love the one after him. You love the middle one. You love the next one after that. You love your children, right? I got 10. I love them all, right? But my 4-year-old, you understand? My little sugar, she ain't got there yet. You understand? But my 4-year-old, okay, that's my boy, right? And it's just something about him. You understand? That hey, he just like, hey, that's daddy's little warrior. You know what I mean? Don't take away from his brother, the 8-year-old. You understand? That's my warrior too. You know? But the youngest son of mine, okay, that's just like, hey, he had him when he was old. It's his youngest. You know, y'all know how it go. Y'all have seen this over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Coming up, okay. So he turned around and got him something special, right? And they often talk about if you ever hear like what they call that civil rivalry. What do they call it?
Sibling rivalry.
Huh? Sibling rivalry, right? To where they turn around and the family is at each other's throats, and most of the times it starts because whoever, if it be the grandparents or it be the parents, be the mother, be the father, be grandma or grandpa, you understand? They turn around and, damn, mama, you ain't give me this kind of stuff when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? You ain't buy me all this when I was a kid, but you getting him all of that. You know, you getting her all of this. Families do that. They been, man, my family did that. You understand? My family did. They used to talk about who did what more for who and all. You know what I mean? I was like, come on, man. I was just sitting back listening to these grown folks, these adults, argue like the kids was about their toys. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, God damn, this is what y'all, look, we doing this all day, and this is what y'all do all day. You sit us in the room so y'all can argue about this all day, you know? And they don't even know we in the room arguing all day, because they out there in the damn living room arguing all day. You know what I'm saying? So it was ridiculous. But they was jealous of their brother. He about to break it down real quick. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 4. And when his brethren saw that their father loved him more than all his brethren, they hated him and could not speak peaceably unto him.
So they had this rivalry going on. You understand? And they couldn't even speak peaceably to their brother. Okay? All because they was hating him, because he was getting more attention than them. You understand? All right? So this is the part where he said they was jealous of their little brother. You know? Keep going.
Verse 5. And Joseph dreamed a dream, and he told it his brethren, and they hated him yet the more.
So look, when he had this dream, right? It's about to break it down, but this dream that he had, they concluded in their mind that, oh, this nigga, he gonna be telling us what to do. You know what I'm saying? So they turned around and was like, oh, the hell with that. So it was just fueling this even more, man. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 6. And he said unto them, hear, I pray you, this dream which I have dreamed.
Now, little brother really is just coming to them, telling them about a dream. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't on no garbage. Right. You know, go ahead, Worth.
So like my little brother do it sometimes. Like he'd be like, yo, he be trying to put me on point, and like my older cousin be like, man, you just trying to feel like you smarter than everybody. It's kind of like this, not particularly, but I get where Joseph was coming from. Like he was just trying to put his brothers on point. Like, yo, man, I had this dream. Like, yo, like, you know. That's just how Israel is.
You talking about the brother you brought to class?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he honestly wasn't on no garbage.
Right.
He had a dream, and he wanted to share his dream. I mean, hell, I do that sometimes. You know, if I have a dream, especially if it be a bad one, I'm like, man, you ain't gonna believe this dream, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna believe it. And hell, half times I wake up from a dream and forget it any damn way. 10 minutes later, I done forgot what the thing was. You know, I be scratching my head trying to remember, like, damn, what happened in it? Because look, while I was dreaming it, I'm determined when I wake up, I'm gonna tell everybody this dream. This was a good one. And then 10 minutes later, I done forgot the whole damn thing and forgot everything and can't tell nobody nothing. You know what I'm saying? So he obviously was just telling the dream. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 7. For behold, we were binding sheaves in the field, and lo, my sheep arose, and also stood upright. And behold, your sheep stood round about, and made
That's right.
and made obeisance to my sheep.
Okay, so what do you think that the brothers is thinking right now that this dream mean? Joseph, they bind the sheaves in the field. So if I'm not correct, if I'm correct, bind the sheaves when they cutting the stalks down and they lay them all in stacks. That's how you used to do. What is that? What's that?
Slovakia. Wheat and grain?
Yeah, that's what it is. Wheat. So they turn around and cut the wheat stalks down and lay them all in a pile, and then that's when they'll take the string and tie them all up so they can carry it. You know what I'm saying? If they ain't had no, or if they had a buggy, they throw them all on the cart like that. You know what I'm saying? Like a trailer. They have them throw it on a trailer, or they put them on their backs. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Slovakia, like you see on money, that's a sheath of wheat. Like it has a picture of wheat bound up in just the way you describing it, but like anyway, yeah.
The water warrior. Go ahead.
Now about to answer the question. You was like,
go ahead.
Basically, Joseph is, I wouldn't say he's trying to belittle his brother's sheaves, but he's saying like, mine's is, a certain expertise and y'all's is, somewhat okay.
Say it again.
Like I wouldn't say he's trying to belittle their sheaves. He's saying like, mine's is better. Is that what he's saying?
Okay. Now this is what I want you to do. Think of what they think the dream meant. You hear what happened, right? Yeah. So as he is, as they all are binding the sheaves, right? His stands up, and all of theirs is round about. So what can you think? Now they was jealous, right? They was jealous of him. So by his standing up and theirs being round about, what do you think is going through their mind? What do you think, because of this dream, is going through their mind? You can't get it. Go ahead, Kabal.
Basically, whatever his work is going to outshine theirs. What he put his hand to do, his labor is going to their labor is going to be below his. Is going to be beneath his. And
that's true, but you're not totally correct.
Oh, of course, not just their labor, them.
Yeah, but it's something else in there that you miss, and it's gonna break it down in the next. Keep reading. Oh, and then when it said the sheaves stood round about and made obeisance to his sheaf. What you think that mean? What does that mean? What does the word obeisance mean? If you know it. If not, look it up. So his stood up, theirs stood round about, and made obeisance to his sheep. Okay, I'll give it to you. It mean that they paid respect. You know what I'm saying? They was paying obeisance is like you reverencing. You understand? You paying respect, paying homage, stuff like that to Joseph's sheep. And now they're gonna break down what they think that meant. Right here in 8. Read verse 8.
Verse 8, and his brethren said to him,
Mm-hmm.
shalt thou indeed reign over us?
This is what they was thinking. Keep going.
Or shalt thou indeed have dominion over us?
Mm-hmm. So they like, hold up. You wait a minute. You talking about you are gonna rule over us? You know what I'm saying? You the little brother. You know what I'm saying? Who you think you if you don't move your big knucklehead self on, you know what I'm saying? You the little brother. And is that what you came to tell us this dream for? Did you think you're gonna be ruling over us one day? You're gonna have dominion over us? That's what the work outshine and there's not so much. They thinking that this means that this cat is gonna rule over us. And I asked, did it happen or did it not?
Huh?
It absolutely happened. Because you know Joseph had them visions and knew how to interpret them. You understand? He knew how to interpret them things. All right, keep going.
And they hated him yet the more
They
for
hated
his
him
dreams.
more. They hated him more and more. They like, look, man, you already Pop's favorite. You know what I'm saying? That nigga got a brand new starter jacket and shit. I ain't, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? I got this old pullover hoodie on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even got no pro model jacket. You know what I mean? Them things still out. Pro model. I remember when them came out. Oh my God. Pro models and starter jackets, boy. Folks were getting robbed left and damn right for them things. I'm talking about getting whole asses whooped over a new starter jacket. Okay? Even the damn fake ones that they had at the flea market. Okay? If you had one of those on, boy, you was getting your ass whooped and getting your jacket taken. Okay? So they turned around and they said, oh man, this cat here, now you finna be ruling over us. Now we can't just work in the field together. Now you got to tell us what to do out here in the field. Nah. You know, so they hated him more and more. Keep reading.
Verse 9, and he dreamed yet another dream, and told it his brethren,
Mm-hmm.
and said, behold, I have dreamed a dream more.
Mm-hmm.
And behold, the sun and the moon and the 11 stars made obese.
Oh, try it again. Sorry, take your time, Ward. Obedience. There you go. You understand? You can't say that one fast. You might turn around. Oh, bitch. You know, you might mess that one up. Yeah, it's obedience. All right. Go slow with it. Take your time. Okay. So now here it is, another dream. Right now, 11 stars. You understand? The sun and the moon and 11 stars made obeisance to him. Now, who the 11 stars?
Salaki.
Go ahead.
The other tribes.
Huh?
The other tribes.
Not in this case.
Salah.
Go ahead.
His brothers.
His brothers. You understand? This ain't no tribes just yet.
God.
This just the 12 brothers. You understand? So it ain't quite the tribes yet. This is where the tribes come from.
God.
You understand? From them 12, but not at this point. At this point, this is just his 11 brothers. Okay? All right, keep going.
Verse 10, and he told it to his father and to his brethren.
Mm-hmm.
And his father rebuked him
Mm-hmm.
and said unto him, what is this dream that thou hast dreamed?
Mm-hmm.
Shall I and thy mother and thy brethren indeed come to bow down ourselves to thee to the earth?
Now you know the old man. Like, hold up, wait, what is this you trying? You tell me that me, your mama, because that's the son of the moon, right? Me, your mama, and your brothers is going to bow ourselves down to your little butt? If you don't take your nappy head self in your room, you understand? Pop going crazy, rebuked him. You understand? He rebuked him for that because everybody is getting the point, right? Everybody is getting the point that this little dude is saying that we are going to bow down and reverence and serve and obey him. That's basically what everybody's saying. And it's all coming together, and it's going to come all the way together. All right, keep going.
Verse 11, and his brethren envied him, but his father observed the same.
Okay, now the brothers was like, man, this nigga here, he tripping. I don't like this dude no more. But it's like Jacob observed the saying, like, wait a minute, it might be something to what he's saying. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna. I mean, I did just rebuke the hell out of my son, but I'm gonna still hold on to what he said, because it just might be something there. Go ahead, Warren.
As Salakia, a lot of this was like, first off, he was the baby. Second off, you know what I mean? He didn't really have. See, Joseph wasn't seasoned yet, right? This is one of the problems of being a young man, and this is one of the things that, you know, a lot of people, especially coming into the truth, they'll know this feeling. They start getting in the truth, and they want to go correct everybody. They want to go tell everybody. They want to go bring it to everybody. When you get a little bit more seasoned, when you in here a little longer, you know how to season your words with salt. You know how to temper your words. You know how to say things and when to say things. He didn't know. He was just young and stupid and running around. Guess what? I just drink. Like, and that's why Jacob had to reflect on it. Like, yeah, he being stupid right now, but it might be something to what he's saying.
Might be something there.
You ain't got to go run and tell your brothers that the Most High just sent me a vision that I'm gonna be running all of y'all. Like,
Right.
you don't have to tell them that. Like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
so sit over here in the corner. But
Right.
he might be telling the truth.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. You understand? Because Jacob observed that saying. His daddy, like I said, he went in on him. He checked that, especially when it came to him and his mom.
God.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, so you supposed to be doing what we tell you to do. You understand? Not the other way around. So but he observed that thing. Jacob wasn't crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Jacob wasn't so uptight to where he heard what he said and he just went in and cast it off and just threw it away. Like, man, I ain't finna pay him, this little boy, no attention. You know what I'm saying? He was like, wait a minute now. You know what I mean? It just might be something to he had the first dream, and then now he having this dream. And it might be something to this. You know? Keep going.
Verse 12. And his brethren went to feed their flock, went to feed their father's flock in Shechem.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 13. And Israel said unto Joseph, do not thy brethren feed the flock in Shechem?
Mm-hmm.
Come, and I will send thee unto them.
Okay, so he like, what you doing here, man? And your brother's out there working. You know, get on out there. I'm going to send you up there to Shechem so you can go work with your brothers. Keep going.
And he said to him, here am I.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 14. And he said to him, go, I pray thee, see whether it be well with thy brethren, and well with the flocks, and bring me word again.
Mm-hmm.
So he sent him out of the vow of
Hebron.
Mm-hmm. And he came to Shechem.
Okay, so he turned around and was following his father's orders, which was to get up there to Shechem, check and see, and make sure your brothers and everybody's all in the flock is all right. And then when he said to bring me word again, that means you supposed to go, you supposed to check, you supposed to see, make sure everything is smooth. Kind of like what a supervisor would do on a job.
Right.
Supervisor come out, make sure the line's still rolling. You walk around, he might have a little chart in his hand or something. And you got to see, inspect, and check. Okay. And then he take the report back to the big boss. There, everything's fine on line 1, 2, and 3. And the warehouse is flowing smooth. We got 10 shipments to get out. We on number 7, and we'll have it all done by, 3:30 when everybody get off. You know what I'm saying? He got to go take a report back to the boss. So this is what Joseph is saying. Israel, okay? Because he Israel now. You understand? Change from Jacob to Israel. So at this point, he got to turn around, go check, make sure everything good, and then come give his father word. All right? bring a report back to his father. Go ahead.
Verse 15. And a certain man found him, and behold, he was wandering in the field. And the man asked him, saying, What seekest thou? And he said, I seek my brethren. Tell me, I pray thee, where they feed their flocks. And the man said, They are departed hence, for I heard them say, Let us go to Dothan. And Joseph went after his brethren and found them in Dothan.
It's just like a nosy old man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All them niggas been there. They gone. They over there at the liquor store. You know what I'm saying? They over there at the park shooting hoop. Oh, they down over, you know what I'm saying? What's such and such house? You know, I heard them say they was finna go. They was finna go over here. Go over there. You know? And then guess what? An old man, the old nosy old man was right. He understand. He knew exactly what he was talking about, and he found them in another city instead of where they was supposed to be there feeding the flock. They was gone already. You understand? They was already gone.
Salakia.
You go ahead.
This reminds me when me and my cousin, like we used to have, my granny used to have a rule, y'all can't leave the block. And she used to always send my little cousin out there, be like, let's see what they doing. They be like, oh, granny, they down the street or around the corner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Absolutely. See, hey, this how you know this us all day long. You know what I'm saying? Doing stuff you ain't supposed to be doing. I'm telling your granny. You talking about, yep. I'm telling your granny. So, like, granny, you know what? You know, look, he was always not where you told him to be. He was always gone, granny. No, I'm just kidding. Keep reading.
Verse 18. And when they saw him afar off, even before he came near unto them, they conspired against him to slay him.
So when they saw him, they like, man, hear this, man, come on, here he coming. They conspired to do what to their brother?
Slay him.
To do what to their brother?
Slay him.
They said, you know what? We're gonna kill this dude. Here is our chance, man. We can take him out right now. You understand? Keep reading.
Verse 19. And they said one to another, Behold, this dreamer cometh. Come now, therefore, and let us slay him, and cast him into some pit. And we will say, Some evil beast hath devoured him. And we shall see what will become of his dreams. Dang.
Yeah. So they say, man, here come this damn dreamer. You know what I'm saying? The cat always got these damn dreams to where he telling us what to do in a damn dream. And one day he think he gonna be telling us what to do in real life. This damn dreamer, here he come. You understand? So they straight plotting on their little brother, man. You understand? They straight plotting on their little brother. All right? So keep going.
Verse 21, and Reuben heard it, and he delivered him out of their hands, and said, Let us not kill him.
So Reuben was the oldest, right?
Con.
Yeah, Reuben was the oldest. So Reuben like, man, y'all tripping.
That's big bro.
Yeah.
That's big bro.
Like, y'all tripping, man. You understand? We ain't finna kill him, dog. We ain't finna do that. You know what I'm saying? So he said, nah, we ain't finna do that. But he said something else. Keep going.
Verse 22, and Reuben said unto them, Shed no blood, but cast him into this pit that is in the wilderness, and lay no hand upon him, that he might rid him out of their hands, to deliver him to his father again.
Okay, so he turned around and he said, man, don't shed no blood. Right? So he actually was coming up with a plan so he can go grab him and then bring him back home. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, nah, let's just leave him out here in the woods. You know what I'm saying? And then he was going to try to go and get him while his brothers didn't know, and then bring him back to the crib. Okay, go ahead.
That's Salakia, but like, that's what a big brother does. Like, they're the voice of reason. Look, we ain't got to kill him. let's just scare them real bad.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, we're going to get them. We're going to leave them for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, we just scare them for a little. Don't kill a boy.
Right, absolutely. Okay, keep going.
Verse 23. And it came to pass, when Joseph was come unto his brethren, that they stripped Joseph out of his coat of many colors that was on him.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Verse 24. And they took him and cast him into a pit, and the pit was empty. There was no water in it.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 25. And they sat down to eat bread, and they lifted up their eyes and looked, and behold, a company of Ishmaelites came from Gilead
Mm-hmm.
with their camels bearing spicery and balm and myrrh, going to carry it down to Egypt.
So who are the Ishmaelites?
Salakia,
Go ahead.
the Arabs.
They the Arabs, right? So he saw them coming with a spicery with what's that one that they curry? You know what I'm saying? They love some goddamn curry. You know what I mean? So they see them with their spices and balm and that myrrh. You understand? And they was carrying it down they was on their way down to Egypt. Okay, keep going.
Verse 26. And Judah said unto his brethren, what profit is it if we slay our brother and conceal his blood?
So he like, man, like what are we really going to get for murdering our brother? This would be a lesson to a lot of brothers. You understand? If they could understand this, then a lot of them wouldn't turn around and be locked up. You understand? Doing 10 or 20 for life for murdering a brother. You understand? If they can get this right here, even though they was dead wrong, they was still wrong for what they did. You know what I mean? But at least the brother would be left alive. You understand? And so he like, damn, like what profit is it if we kill our brother and just conceal his blood? Like, go ahead.
Salakia, Judah always looking for a come up though.
He is. He actually is. All the time. He always trying to hit a lick.
God.
You understand? That's Judah thing. Judah wake up, go to sleep, eat, work, walk, talk, and try to hit a lick. That's his thing. All damn week long is he's trying to hit a lick. All right, keep going.
Verse 27. Come and let us sell him to the Ishmaelites.
So he like, look, man, let's just sell him to them. You know what I'm saying? To get paid for him. That's what Judah said. You understand? This was Judah's idea to sell their damn brother. He said, we ain't gonna kill him. What kind of profit is we gonna get? So like I said, on one hand, that's a good thing because he'd have been left alive. But he's still wrong, you understand, for doing what he did, period. Because that's your brother. Ain't no amount of money worth you. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no amount of money worth my sister. You know what I'm saying? So scrap that. I'd rather have you. You see what I'm saying? But they were so jealous, you know, because of them thinking that their little brother was going to be ranked over them, telling them what to do. And I'm going to be honest with you. When I came into the truth, man, I had some damn 12, 13, 14-year-old little guys telling me what to damn do. You understand? Officers of 50 ranked over me to 14. I'm already short, and I'm looking down on it, giving me an order, telling me, hey, trooper, go pick up this box in this bag. You understand? And guess what? I wasn't fucked up about it. I went and got the boxes in the bags. You understand? Because at that point, those men was greater than me. They been in the truth, keeping the laws, serving the Lord, doing the work way before I even thought about it. Here I am, 30 years older than them. You understand? Taking orders from a kid. Hey, it is what it is. You understand? They was officers. Okay? So it is what it is. And everybody should get that in mind when they come in here is be ready to take some orders, regardless of the age, whether it be you older, they younger, you younger, they older, damn that. You understand? Rank ain't got nothing to do with the age. You know what I mean? Like I said, it has everything to do with the position that they hold. They rank over you, you follow the orders. All right? Keep going.
And let not our hand be upon him,
Mm-hmm.
for he is our brother and our flesh.
Oh, now he's our brother and our flesh. You understand? Let's not kill him and hurt him. Let's just sell him. Damn fool. Keep going.
And his brethren were content.
So they was like, you know what? That sounds like a plan. Instead of killing them, yeah, we'll just sell them and get rid of them. And they was content with that. Keep going.
Verse 28. Then there passed by Midianites merchantmen, and they drew and lifted up Joseph out of the pit, and sold Joseph to the Ishmaelites for 20 pieces of silver. And they brought Joseph into Egypt.
Okay, so they turned around, the Midianites, the merchantmen, right? The merchantmen, they was buy and sell things. You understand? They carrying merchandise, you know, so they like, hey, we just found some merchandise. And they sold Joseph to the Ishmaelites going down to Egypt. Go ahead, you got your hand up.
Salaki, who will be the Midianites today?
The Midianites, 1 second. If I remember correctly, hold on. Hold on. Matter of fact, get it in the Zondervan. I believe it should be in there who they is. Cause I don't think they Africans. 1 second. Go ahead.
They're a different type of Arab. They're also sons of Abraham, but they settled in the same area as Ishmaelites. So Ishmaelites and Midianites were in the same location. They settled in the north of the Arabian Peninsula.
Okay, Kyle. So they was a different tribe of Arabs. Okay. Got it. That's what it said in there? Okay, Kyle. Yep. There it is. So the Midianites was other Arabs. You know what I'm saying? Other Arab tribes. Yeah. Maybe they were the light skinned Arabs.
Salaki. Arab is more of a modern term, just like Chinese would be Moabites, or the Moabites would be Chinese, Vietnamese, blah 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 blah. They're all still Moabites. Well, back then Arabs were more than just one group. They weren't just Ishmaelites. They were Ishmaelites and Midianites and just people. Like I said, Arab is a more modern word for the people in that area.
Absolutely. Yep. Okay, keep reading, brother.
Verse 29. And Reuben returned unto the pit, and behold, Joseph was not in the pit, and he rent his clothes.
Okay, so what happened? What did Reuben do? He said he rent his clothes. What happened? What does that mean to rent your clothes?
Salaki, tear them apart.
Absolutely. You understand? He's in damn agony because his plan was to leave his little brother there and then come back and get him and rescue him and save him. But then he go back to the damn pit, and now his little brother is gone. His plan was, what they like to say, his plan was foiled. Okay? He could not, you know what I'm saying? His plan was ruined. So now, what is he going to do now? Okay? So he rent his goddamn clothes. Okay? And you see, like how they did on the movies, you know what I'm saying? When something happened bad, they just drop to their knees and tear their damn shirt off and all that. You know what I mean? So I ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna see me do it like that. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably do it more so like my boy did on Boys in the Hood, just start knocking people out, just swinging on the little kids. Over there drinking your juice in the hood. Cuba Good just knocked all the little kids. Boy, he beat up all the Dashiki's kids. You understand? Go have all 10 of their baby daddies busting his head. Okay, that's how I need to display mine. Knock all the little kids out in the living room. Go ahead, I'll keep reading.
Verse 30.
And I ain't gonna knock y'all kids out, man. I'll just play.
And he returned unto his brethren and said, This child is not, and I whither shall I go?
Mm-hmm.
And they took Joseph's coat and killed a kid of the goats and dipped the coat in the blood.
Mm-hmm.
And they sent the coat of many colors. And they brought it to their father and said, This have we found. Know now whether it be thy son's coat or no.
So they turned around, and once Reuben went looking for him and came back and couldn't find it, like, man, hey, he gone. Little bro gone. You know, I don't know where to look for him. I don't know where to find him. I ain't seen him. What are we gonna do? So they came up and with a plan to dip his coat in blood, took it to his father, said, look, man, we found this on the road. Now, you know what I'm saying, a father know a gift that he gave, you know what I'm saying, son. You know what I'm saying? So he like, hey, wait, is this his? They try to play it off. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what they're doing. Go ahead, keep going.
And he knew it and said, It is my son's coat,
Mm-hmm.
and evil beasts have devoured him.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph is without doubt rent in pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay, so they were saying, no swear. Israel is saying, like, yeah, that's my son's coat, and some evil beast had to have devoured him. Bro. He got caught out there by a lion, bear, something, you know what I'm saying? Some animal ended up killing, my son and your brother. Keep going.
Verse 34. And Jacob rent his clothes and
Mm-hmm.
put sackcloth upon his loins and mourned for his son many days.
So you could just imagine, man. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine. Just think of, how I'm sure somebody didn't heard the report come back that your son is dead. You know what I'm saying? I got a cousin. I remember when my aunt had got the report that he was dead. You know? Good damn night. You could just imagine what the house sounded like. You understand? You could imagine what the family was like. You know what I mean? And this was her only son. You understand? She had 2 children. She had a son and she had her daughter. And her only and her oldest. You understand? Oldest son, the police called her, the damn detectives say your son is dead. We just found him. You know what I mean? So just imagine what that sounds like. Just imagine what Israel is going through. You understand? He turned around and said he mourned many days. Remember, he loved his son. He loved them more than all the others. You understand? And it ain't no. A lot of people say that that's wrong, but that's something that you just can't help. You know what I mean? It's some that just get a little more love than the others. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you love, the other ones less, but you just love something special about it. This one do everything you say do. This one follow right up behind you. This one do every damn thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's just how it is. Go ahead, War.
Salaki, that's how it is with my brother. It's 4 of us, so I got 3 little brothers. I'm the oldest. My pops favor the one under me more than the other ones. That's not saying he loved any of the other ones less. It's just he do everything he do. He work on cars like my pops. He got the same hairstyle as my pops. So he mirrors him, so he favors him more. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead, War.
I was gonna say, and honestly, if I try to tell people this all the time, if you treat all your children exactly the same, then you're a horrible parent.
Right.
Because each child needs to be treated differently because each child is different.
God.
So if each child is different, then of course one is going to have tendencies that you like more.
Right.
One is going to have tendencies you like less. You might have to discipline one more than you have to discipline the other. So
Right.
having one that you like more doesn't mean that you don't like your
You
other
don't like the
children.
other ones,
That
right.
actually means that you're a good parent.
Yeah.
Because if you have no favorites, then you're not paying attention.
Right. God, you're absolutely right. You know, so it's not the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? If that happens, you know, like one of my daughters. Oh my God, that's my little princess. That's my little sugar. That's the one that wakes up in the morning. As soon as she hear me, she runs, she jumps, daddy, hugs, kiss. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Her older sister, she just when she see me, hey daddy, what's up? You know what I'm saying? That's just how she is.
Right.
You know? And I love her too though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that other one though, you know what I'm saying? My little sugar. Okay? That's the one that give daddy all the attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but like I said, don't mean I don't love her sister.
Right.
You know? It doesn't mean that. It's just that one right there, she gets more attention from that. Hey, she's seeking it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She listening for me when I get up, and she's right there in my damn face. You know what I'm saying? I can't even go to the bathroom yet. You know what I'm saying? When my little sugar standing right by the door, because she heard me. You know? And that's just how it go. Now her sister, she be laying down watching TV on her phone, doing whatever she doing, and don't be thinking about her dad. You know what I'm saying? Until she see me. You know? So like I said, but it's not the end of the world. It's not, you know, that you don't love your children. You know? Like I said. And that even goes for a man that has multiple wives. Like you not finna, they kill me. I be hearing so many sisters, he supposed to love us the same. Are you all the same?
Right.
That makes no sense. You know? It makes no sense. You know? One here got a big old mouth. He got to check you all day. You know what I'm saying? One got a shopping habit. You know what I'm saying? Got to take all the debit cards and all the money so you won't be broke. But the other one is everything. You understand? She's everything. Damn, so you all right over there? He knows some everything. You know he got everything. He like,
I'm about to say
you
Salaki.
see him? Rubbing his stomach and everything. Hey, I know the feeling, brother. Go ahead. You ain't got to explain that. Yeah, I know. I know.
I'm about to say Salaki. It's just one of them cook more than the other. So
Hey, there you go. There you
Makes
go.
them fit, you know?
So you get it. You get the point. One cook more than the other. The other one, barely give you a turkey sandwich. You understand? But the other one, it's smorgasbord. It's damn buffet when you come home. You know? Good night. He done did like me, man. Gained 10 pounds for the pepper. Supposed been losing goddamn pounds for the Passover. I done gained 10 of them. Good night. Keep reading, Warrior.
Verse 35. And all his sons and all his daughters rose up to comfort him.
Mm-hmm.
But he refused to be comforted.
Hey, now you ever seen Grandpa, you know what I'm saying, more, and he just want to be left alone. You know what I'm saying? Everybody coming to his aid and his rescue, you know what I'm saying, to be there and comfort him, but he just want to be left alone. So most men like that. You know what I'm saying? I done seen the men in my family, you know what I'm saying, to where it ain't now the women, now they women. You understand? And they want people to come and, oh, girl, I'm so sorry. Oh, give me a hug. And you know what I'm saying? They want that. They want that attention. But most men, you know what I'm saying? They like, man, they do their thing in silence. They go cry when ain't nobody at home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Ward.
I'm about to say Salaki, like, my grandfather, he got 9 kids, and one of them just passed this December. And when he passed, my grandma was just like how you was. She wanted everybody to show sympathy and comfort her. My grandfather was working on cars in his man cage, just wanted to be left alone, try to, clear his mind. He just lost his son.
Yeah, man, we deal with it a little differently than,
Right.
than most women. Sometimes we try not to cry. You know what I'm saying? It's no sin and, or nothing wrong. Doesn't mean you're soft because you mourning your loved one. You know what I'm saying? So if you got to cry, get it out. You understand?
Yeah.
Get it out and, hey, let's come back together and get you right. Go ahead, Will.
You know, a lot of that, you know, that a lot of that, it you can trace it back to, you know, the biblical origins and everything, right? Like, because we had a habit, and the way we did it was when we would come back from war, right? The men would stay outside the city for 7 days. It was time for them to be to themselves outside of war and get their minds right. You know, to go in they tent, deal with whatever emotions they was dealing with themselves in whatever way they dealt with it before they went back out into society. It's still the same way and for us and for most men that's right. You know what I'm saying? Most men, that's why we deal with it that way, because that's how we've dealt with trauma. That's how we deal with issues. We just need our time to ourselves to get our minds right, and then we're ready to go back into society.
Right. Absolutely.
You run into a lot of problems when you don't give a man that time and that space.
You will.
Like what this country do to their soldiers. They take them right out of a war zone and put them right back in the house in 2 days. They're not ready for that. They haven't dealt with anything.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's correct. You have to give a man that space.
Damn
you
right.
know, and it's not that, you know, and a lot of people don't know how to take that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people hear they think that, oh man, I'm gonna be there for my people, I'm gonna show them, you know, give them a little love, give them a little hug, man, be there for them, give them, you know, run and see if they need me to do something for them or this and that. And some people actually take that the wrong way, you know what I'm saying, as if like you just being rejected, like God don't want you around. But that it really don't have nothing to do with, you know, you at that time.
Right.
It's usually that man or even that person. Sometimes women just what they like to say, shut down.
Okay.
Right? They like to shut down completely. Right? To where they don't want to talk to nobody, they ain't answer no phone, they don't want nobody to come over, they don't want nobody to check on them, they don't want none of that. They just shut it all off. You know what I'm saying? And some women do that sometimes, you know, to where they'll just shut down completely. You got to give people their space, man. You know what I'm saying? Give them their space, let them mourn, get it out, you know what I mean? And then come on back and, you know, and you know, get it together. That's all, you know. But it definitely was trying to come. Everybody was coming to their father, you know what I'm saying, aid. And he refused. He didn't want to be comforted. Keep going.
And he said, for I will go down into the grave unto my son mourning. Thus his father wept for him. Verse 36, and the Midianites sold him into Egypt unto Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh's and captain of the guard.
Okay, so have you ever seen a person mourn for someone else and die themselves? You ever seen that in the family? That's what he was talking about. He understand. I'm gonna go down to the grave mourning for my son. You know what I'm saying? My grandfather, he did that when his wife, you understand, my grandmother had passed. He took it so hard to where every day, man, this cat was sad. I mean, he was sad, moping around, and man, and he turned around, and I believe it was either a heart attack or a stroke. He gave himself a damn heart attack or a stroke. He was more. That's all he did was he was just so sad. You know what I'm saying? And I forgot which one he he called, but he turned around and he had it while he was on the toilet. And you remember them old cast iron tubs. You understand? Them things, it was heavy. You understand? You couldn't them tubs today, man. A kid can move those. You know what I'm saying? Them not toilet, but the tub, bathtub, the whole big old bathtub. Them little bitty, small little bathtubs now. They look like they go in a Barbie doll house. You understand? You can turn around, a child can move those. But them old cast iron tubs, man, you need about 6 men. Them damn things was heavy and worth a lot of money. I remember, if I ain't mistaken, I remember somebody had scrapped 1 or 2 of them things at the scrap yard, and got like $1,000 for it. Them things was heavy. You hear me? I'm talking about heavy. Them old cloth tubs, and them things was worth some money. Like right now to this day, if I ain't mistaken, they sell them brand new for like $2,000. Ain't that about the price of? I think brand new for the big cloth tub, and you be paid about $2,000 for it. Might be more than that. I can't remember last time I looked one up. But he turned around. He, like I said, he had either heart attack or a stroke while he was on the toilet. Man, leaned forward, hit his head on that hard ass thing, and killed himself. Died right there. You know what I'm saying? Right there in the bathroom. You know, so yeah, that morning, man, you know, you gotta watch your family. You know what I'm saying? When they mourn, like, go ahead.
Salakia, yeah, they $1,200 to $2,700 for them cloth tubs.
Yeah, and the 1,200 is probably the small. That's probably the small one, because the small one's big. And I'm saying you got to know these tubs and just know what I'm talking about. The small, big cast iron tub, you know what I'm saying? That's got to be the one for 1,200, because they got some that's, man, long as this goddamn table. Long as this, you understand? Long as this damn table. Okay? And I know them damn things is the one for about 27.
Cuddle cotton, 72.
Yeah, the house that I used to own right down the street, I turned around, I had two. Yeah, I had a small one on the second floor, because that bathroom was a little smaller than the main bathroom on the first floor. And the one down there, it was the big one, man. It was super duper. Okay? And that bad boy was about this damn long, no lie. You know what I'm saying? But the other one was kind of short. You know what I'm saying? It was short, like a standard tub today. You know? But man, I'm telling you, them things is worth some money. You know? So if you got one, boy, you better keep it. Put that mug in the storage, the basement, or something. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm telling you, they paying big dollars for them things. They paying big bucks for them things too. So if you got one, boy, you better keep it. Okay? All right, keep going.
Chapter 38.
Yeah, keep going. 38.
Genesis chapter 38, verse 1. And it came to pass at that time that Judah went down from his brethren and turned in a certain Adulamite, whose name was Hira.
Mm-hmm.
And Judah saw there a daughter of a certain Canaanite, whose name was Shua. And he took her and went in unto her.
Mm-hmm.
And she conceived and bare a son, and his name, and he called his name And she conceived again and bare a son, and she called his name Onan.
Mm-hmm.
And she yet again conceived and bare a son, and called his name Shelah.
Mm-hmm.
And he was at Kezib when she bare him. And Judah took a wife for his firstborn, whose name was Tamar. And Judah's firstborn, was wicked in the sight of the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord slew him. And Judah said unto Onan, Go in unto thy brother's wife, and marry her, and raise up seed to thy brother.
Okay, so was evil, and the Lord slew him. The Lord got rid of him. You understand? The Lord got rid of and then now the brother Onan, it's his time to step up. And why is Judah telling his son Onan to marry his brother's wife Tamar? Why is he telling him?
Because she was a widow.
She was a widow, that's true. But why is he telling him to marry his brother's wife?
To keep the bloodline,
Yeah, you close. It's in the law,
Con.
right? It's in the law. Okay, it's in the law that when your brother,
Die.
wife. I mean, when if the brother die, and wife don't bear no children, then you you marry her, and you have children with her. You understand? Keep going.
And Onan knew that the seed should not be his.
Uh-huh.
And it came to pass, when he went in unto his brother's wife, that he spilled it on the ground, lest that he should give seed to his brother.
Okay, okay, go ahead. Read 10.
Which he did displeased the Lord, wherefore he slew him also.
Okay, now stop. Now, a lot of people get this wrong as to why this happened. Why did this thing displease the Lord, and the Lord slew him also?
Right.
You understand? What? It's right there. It's right here. What happened?
Yeah.
Okay. When it said Onan knew that the seed should not be his, what does that mean? What does that mean?
He figured the child wasn't going to be his.
Say it again.
He knew the child wasn't going to be his. He figured the child wasn't going to be his. If he was to get his brother's wife pregnant.
No, how would it not be his when he is the one putting the seed into him? So if he have a baby, it's his baby. It's his seed. So when it's saying, and Onan knew that the seed should not be his, what is he saying? Think about it. Read it. Read it again.
Verse 9. And Onan knew that the seed should not be his.
Onan knew that the seed should not be his. What is this talking about? You know?
So like
Okay.
that this is brothers? Like,
Huh?
I don't-
Say it
I don't
again.
know, I don't know.
Say it again. What would you say?
You figure like it's his brother? Like, yeah, I don't know.
What he's saying in his mind is, I ain't finna have no kids with this woman. That's basically what he's saying. He's saying that the seed, he knew that the seed should not be here. Remember, when you go right back in 8, and Judah said unto Onan, go in unto thy brother's wife, and marry her, and raise up seed to thy brother. But in verse 9, Onan knew that the seed should not be here. He like, man, I ain't finna have no kids with this woman. This what he's saying to himself in his mind. And when it came to pass, when he went in unto his brother's wife, he spilled it on the ground. What did he spill on the ground?
So like your seed.
Huh?
Your seed.
He spilled seed, his semen, on the ground instead of what they like to say in most songs, come inside the woman.
Right.
He turned around and did a T-Pain, and he pulled it out and said on her stomach. And he got a song that said, I love your stomach. And he said, there's a reason why I'm singing this song. He said, because I ain't got nothing else to bust a nut on, Salakia, but your stomach. You understand? So this cat here did that same thing. What they like to say, pulled out. Right?
Right.
He pulled out. Right? And instead of coming inside the woman, as we like to say, he spilled it on the ground. All right?
So like,
Go ahead.
so he broke the law. His father told him to do something.
Now
he
you
didn't.
get the point.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah, that's absolutely. That's why the Lord ended up killing him and putting him to death. You understand? It's because he did not do what the brotherly thing to do, which was to take your brother died and he didn't have no children. Now you gonna take that woman and you gonna marry her and you gonna get her pregnant and you gonna raise up seed to your brother. You understand? That's the point. That's the point. But a lot of people get that wrong. You know what I'm saying? They think is that the Lord put him to death because he didn't come in. You understand? Well, that's not the point. You understand? The point is that he did not have children with his brother's wife like he was supposed to. Go ahead.
That's Salakia, but they also use this one to say that See, you're not supposed to be. You're not supposed to masturbate.
They do.
God, because they say, see,
Where does it say he masturbated?
because he
at?
spilled his seed.
But
It-
it said he
You're not supposed
came
to.
in unto her.
Salaki, they use this to say you're not supposed to spill your seed. Period. So that means pull out or masturbate because you're
Who
still.
said that?
The Salaki, that's how I've heard it
They
used.
so damn stupid.
Kind of. Okay.
Fake Israelites and Christians, all alike, are stupid. They don't know what the hell they talking about. Okay, this has nothing to do with master. It don't even say that in there. You understand? So how could you even even put that in there when it clearly says when he went in unto his brother's wife. It didn't say that he masturbated afterwards or during or before or whatever. Go ahead, huh?
Like they had sex, he just pulled out.
He just
So it's
pulled
not
out.
about
Absolutely.
masturbating.
Absolutely. That's what he did.
So-
Go ahead.
They say it's the fact that when it says that because he spilled his seed, him spilling his seed is what the Most High didn't like, not him going into his sister, his brother's rib, but the fact that he spilled his seed. Period. Doesn't matter what he was doing, just he spilled his seed, and this thing, the spilling the seed, was what displeased the Most High.
Stupid. It's not. I mean, you don't have to turn around and come in your wife all the time. You don't have to do that.
My wife's pregnant.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I ain't trying to, everybody in here grown, but when you get oral sex, I mean, where does that cum go? You understand? Like, I mean, come on. You know what I mean? You don't turn around and hurry up and put it in the vagina, dude. You know what I'm saying? Or you continue right on doing what you were doing. Or let her do what she's doing. You understand? And, I mean, you can have it your way. That's your wife. You know what I mean? But the thing specifically here is that Onan did not follow the law or his father's damn instructions. That's what his father's instructions was on keeping the law. You understand? It was, hey, marry your brothers. Why he's gone now. You understand? It's not like it's a sin. You know what I'm saying? To marry your brother's damn woman, because that's actually your duty as a brother to take that woman and have children by her. You understand? Okay. Go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 10. And the thing which he did displeased the Lord, wherefore he slew him also.
Keep going.
Then said Judah to Tamar, his daughter-in-law, remain a widow at thy father's house, to Shelah my son be grown. For he said, lest peradventure he die also.
Okay, so this is basically him promising Tamar another husband, right? Since died, Onan tripped, okay, wait until my other son get old enough, right? Wait until he's grown, and then I'll turn around and I'm gonna give you him. All right, keep going.
As his brethren did, and Tamar went and dwelt in her father's house.
Okay, so she turned around and she said, "Okay, I'll wait." You know what I mean? And she turned around, peradventure meaning like, and lest he die too. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you my other son. And he turned around and you see I got a damn line of sons just dying. You understand? Out of nowhere, right? So died, Onan died. Now I got my other son. Now if you just wait, then you can get him. Okay? Unless he end up dying too for somehow reason. Right? Keep going.
Verse 12, and in the process of time, the daughter of Shua, Judah's wife, died, and Judah was comforted, and went up into his sheep shears to Timnah, he and his friend Kerah the Adulamite.
So the Adulamite was a Hemite, right? Wasn't he a Canaanite?
Kind of the kind.
Yeah. Okay, so he African. Right? Keep going.
Verse 13. And it was told Tamar, saying, Behold, thy father in the law goeth up to Timnah.
Thy father-in-law.
So like, thy
That's
father-in-law.
You say father in the law. That's all right. Go ahead.
Behold, thy father-in-law goeth up to Timnah to shear his sheep.
Okay, and now, I mean, we just made a joke about that, but you want to make sure that you saying your words correctly.
Okay.
You understand? Because something like that, somebody else, you threw them off.
Okay.
You understand? You might not think it, but you will. That's why you got to make sure, you know what I'm saying? Now, it was an accident. It happens. You know what I'm saying? No big deal. But especially like for camp, you want to really make sure that you are reading everything that you see. You understand? And then you let the officer end up breaking it down, you know? So like I said, but you want to just be careful of that, especially at camp. You understand? Especially in times like that, because the people is listening. They already think that we got another Bible or something. You know what I'm saying? They already say, what book you got? What book is it? You often got to hold it up so they can see it's the same book you got at home, same book your mama had in the car, same book your granny had on the mantle, same book your grandpa, nobody read. You know what I'm saying? That nobody read. All of a sudden, we Bible scholars out here on the streets that never read the damn Bible, don't know what it say from one page to another, but then, hold up, wait, that's another Bible you got. My Bible don't say that. I done had so many people shout that out at camp. My Bible don't say that. Yes, it do. You just never read it. You know what I'm saying? So, but especially at camp, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure that you saying the words correctly. All right. Keep going.
Verse 14. And she put her widow's garment off from her and covered her with a veil.
Veil.
And wrapped herself and sat in an open space, which is by the way to Timnah. For she saw that Shelah was grown, and she was not given unto him to wife.
Okay, so what do women say? My biological clock is ticking. They're running out of time. You understand? They want a man, they want some children, and all of that, right? So she turned around and she like, hold up, wait, this dude here, he grown already. It's time. You understand? It's time. I've waited all this time. Hey, hold up. Where is Judah? Where did he go? Okay, I'm gonna go sit in an open place by the way, you know what I'm saying, to where when he come back from Timnah, he gonna have to end up seeing me. He gonna have to run into me. Okay? So that's her plan, right? Okay, keep going.
Verse 15. When Judah saw her, he thought her to be an harlot.
When he saw her, he thought she was a what?
An harlot.
What's a harlot?
Salaki.
What?
A prostitute.
Absolutely. He thought he saw a whore. This is another damn filthy lesson about black people, about the tribe of Judah. Is Judah love hoes, boy. Judah love whores, man. You understand? And it's terrible. Okay? And I was finna say something else, but I'm gonna wait till you read a little more. Go ahead.
Because she had covered her face.
So that's just like when you going up Holder Mine and Hamilton. You understand? Or right down here on Union. Or matter of fact, earlier today, I had a damn whore try to stop me. I had a little sister. She look good too. You understand? But she out prostitute. Flag. You know what I'm saying? Nope. You know what I mean? Screw. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they'll never say they saw Cap picking up hoes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, she looked good, but I could tell she was a hoe. Same way Judah could tell. Well, he assumed from the way she was dressed.
Right.
You understand? She wasn't actually a whore, but he assumed that because of her appearance, right? Like, even though I saw this sister, how good she looked and all of that, she was a whore. I could tell. You understand? So I passed her up, but Judah did what? You had to end up?
Salaki, like,
I'll go ahead, word.
Is he saying like she had her face covered, or she just looked a certain way?
No, she had her face covered.
Okay.
She had her face covered. Just think a whore, right? A prostitute. Hey, at one point they was kind of like covered up. You know what I'm saying? And you couldn't just see who the hoe was. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's a shame, number one, and then it's illegal, number two. So they wasn't just trying to be seen, like you know what I'm saying, and noticed. Okay, so she turned around and covered herself up like the rest of the hoes do. All right, go ahead, Warren.
Salakia, but it says she went and sat in an open place, which is by the way to Timnah, right? So basically, she was a single woman out there on the travel route that was highly used by merchants and people going and coming into town. She was a single woman out there on the stroll. It didn't matter, like, she could have been halfway naked, she could have been fully clothed. A woman who's in this place by herself, she most likely selling it. You see what I'm saying? Like, why else are you there? You don't have goods, you don't have merchandise, but you're on a merchant's road with all the men coming and going out of town. Mm-hmm. Like, that's who sat there. So if you saw a woman sitting with a bunch of other hoes on the stroll, you automatically assume she a hoe on the stroll.
Mm-hmm. That's almost like the truck stops.
God,
you know what I'm saying? Like when you go to the truck stop, I don't know why they make truck stop. You know what I'm saying? The whole stop, because all the men, all the truckers that's on the road traveling and horny as hell and ain't had no woman in a week or whatever because they traveling. They're right there, ready for them as soon as they get off the damn truck to go take a shower. They go take a shower with them and they get $40. Go ahead.
It's a lucky. Not even a week. I know a couple truckers. They say they go home, they're home twice a year. The rest of the year they're on the road.
Damn.
God, I mean, it was my first year. I was home one day a month.
Wee.
Yeah, so you used to being gone and on the road.
Yeah, it really ain't
a lot
no
just pop up.
When I traveled with my slavery, I think the longest I had been out was like a month. You know what I'm saying? To come home that weekend and was gone. Hell, projects was long. You know what I mean? So yeah, I understand.
So yeah, that's why they set up there.
And then driving truck, you can imagine you going from one pickup, then you got sometimes you have multiple pickups, and then you got one stop, and then right after that you got another multiple pickups, and then one other stop, or maybe 3 or 4 stops or something like that. So yeah, because sometimes them truck be having up to 5, 6 different loads. On one damn truck. Easy. Easy. You know? And you gotta pack it by which one you gonna drop off last. You know what I'm saying? You can't just put all that stuff in that damn thing and then drop it. You'll make your drop off hard. You got to unload every damn thing. Then get they pack, they stuff from out the back of the damn cab instead of putting the first drop at the front. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that truck driving, I could imagine. You know what I'm saying? I could imagine that's one hell of a job. Okay, and it's only certain people that's equipped for that. Driving, like you said, only home two times a year. And I know a couple of cats that drive trucks, and they say they caught their woman cheating.
Oh God!
Now I see why.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hell, would take your woman with you. You know what I'm saying? Hell with that. You go 2 times a year. You home? Man, I couldn't do that. I wouldn't be able to do that.
That's Salakia.
It's not even the fact that I think they're gonna cheat. It's just that I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I can't do no home twice a year. Yeah, with that.
Salakia.
I need me some meat out. Okay. Go ahead.
The companies make it worth your while. Let me just put it that way.
They who?
They make it worth your while.
They pay you.
For example, I used to drive for a company that's here called Hogan, right? And I used to do utility driving, which means whatever account needed extra help, I would just go and work on that account. And I had my weekly minimum was $1,100 a week, right? Mm-hmm. So no matter what, I didn't make anything less than $1,100 a week. So now Friday will be coming up, and they were like, look, we really need you to stay out the weekend. If you stay out the weekend, you're going to get your miles, and then we're going to just go ahead and throw $600 extra on there.
Good damn night.
So
guess what? That's a lot of money, but that still ain't worth my while. Not if I can't see my woman till next year. Damn, that,
Yeah,
that
some
ain't worth
people-
my while, brother. I'm sorry. I understand. I seen a sister. I think that I think I can't remember if she was explaining when she started driving her trucks or what she was making then when she was doing it by herself. But I think now she got a couple of trucks and she, you know what I'm saying, she got out on the road. And I seen where she was either making on her own that first round $2,900 a week, I think, or it was what she was giving out now or something like that. I can't remember. You understand? But it was pretty big. It was pretty nice.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not bad.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? That's not bad.
God.
Like you said, 1,100, no less than what, 1,100?
God.
Yeah, no less than 1,100 a week. That's not bad.
God, yeah.
That's good bread. That's good bread.
So like that was no experience. Soon as you, I said that was with no experience. Soon as you start getting
that was
experience,
just the minimum that you
God,
get
God,
no
God.
less than. Yeah, that's pretty good money.
So like one time they had me run to Indianapolis and back. They only had me one run that week, $1,100.
Yeah, nice. Oh yeah, that ain't bad.
God, God.
I do that now. If you just want me to go run place, all right, cool. I'll be right back. Nap time with 4 hours. I'm ready. I'll go there and I'll bring your truck back. $1,100. Now I'll do that. But that going all year, 2 years. Oh hell no. You understand? Miss me with that one, okay? Okay, let's get back on Tamar. Keep going, brother.
Verse 16. And he turned unto her by the way and said, Go to, I pray thee, let me come in unto thee.
Man, he begging too. You understand? He like Keith Sweat. You understand? They say that's the most beggingest damn R&B artist ever in history. You understand? And here go Judah. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Hell, is Keith Sweat? Is he Judah?
God.
You understand? Absolutely. And keep going.
For he knew not that she was his daughter-in-law.
And he didn't know. He picking up a horse. You understand? It's just like it was a story. Article that came. It's a real article. I thought it was fake news, but it was actually real. It was a brother that turned around and was buying whores online, and he sent out for 2 whores, and turned around and he went to the hotel, and to his surprise, his 2 daughters came to the goddamn room. I can only imagine what that was like on both ends. Now here it is, daddy, baby, you know what I'm saying? Like, here it is, you buying her, and your daughter is her. Oh my God, I'd have lost my damn. Yeah, well, first off, daddy ain't gonna be buying no hoe, but to buying out my daughter, oh my God, man, that was, and here you is, you ordering them. You understand? You can call whatever. How I forgot exactly how the story went and how he ended up, going. But it was something online, whatever. Whatever the hell it was, I don't know.
It's like a Craigslist or Backpage, most likely.
Yeah, whatever the hell it was. You understand? Now, what is the friends only list? Only page, fans only page. You know what I'm saying? Good goddamn night. Go ahead, Warrior. So he did not know that this was Tamar because she was covered. You know what I'm saying? Remember, she covered herself with that veil. Okay, and a veil is usually they have a woman, they have it wrapped around on her face, and you can't even see their face. Something like what the Arabs were, Arab women. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead, Doc.
And she said, What wilt thou give me?
Mm-hmm.
Thou mayest come in.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so now she like, okay, what you gonna get? Now they bargaining, right? Keep on.
And Salaki, and he said, I will send thee a kid from the flock. And she said, Wilt thou give me a pledge till thou send it?
Uh-huh. So what is she saying? What is she asking for? Go ahead.
Salakia, collateral.
Collateral. You understand? Collateral. Ain't no woman, ain't no whore trying to let you go to no ATM. You understand? ain't no I'm finna have my partner bring me the other half for the party.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's okay. Okay, well, give me something until you get back. You understand? That's what she's saying. Go ahead.
Verse 18. And he said, what pledge shall I give thee?
Mm-hmm.
And she said, thy signet, and thy bracelets, and thy staff that is in thy hand.
Okay. So she like, look, dog, you gotta come up off of that. You gotta come off that bracelet, that chain. You understand? You gotta give me some keys to that goddamn truck. So you gotta give me something. All right? Keep going.
And he gave it to her,
Mm-hmm.
and came in unto her.
Mm-hmm.
And she conceived by him.
Mm-hmm. You know it wasn't no condoms back then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you come into a woman, boy, you better be ready for that baby. You understand? You better be ready for that baby. Ain't none of that, contraceptives back then. Okay? Keep going.
And she arose and went away and laid by by her veil from her, and put on the garment of her widowhood.
Okay, so she turned around, and when it took that other stuff out, that veil and all that, took that stuff off and put her widow clothes back on. Keep going.
And Judah sent the kid by the hand of his friend, the Idulamite,
Mm-hmm.
to receive his pledge from the woman's hand. What he found her not.
Okay, so he done turned around and said, he like, look, man, go get my collateral I gave this hoe. Go give her this kid from the flock, get my stuff for me, and then, bring my stuff back. Give her that kid. All right, but he ain't find her. Why he ain't find her?
She
Go ahead.
ran off.
Huh?
She ran off.
Not necessarily. What did she do?
Oh, so she took her clothes off.
Mm-mm. What did she do? Why can they find her? We just read it.
It's a lot.
Good.
They was looking for a hoe, and she wasn't a hoe.
Exactly. Right, she went back home. You
Right.
understand? Hoes be out on the stroke.
God.
Hoes, what they say, take a whole bath and get back on the stroke. They go back to work.
Right.
You understand?
God.
He would have found her if she was a hoe. But remember, she was her clock was ticking. Her biological clock was ticking. She saw that Judah did not come forth with his promise to her to give her his son once he got grown. So she turned around and devised a plan to church because she wanted to have a baby. What do they say when they get so old? It still work. You know what I'm saying? They say these things, right? You ever had a conversation with an old woman? You know what I mean? It still work.
Right.
I still got feelings. You know what I mean? And I want some. Okay? And that's basically how she was. She wanted another husband. Because her husband had died. The Lord put her husband to death. And then he put the second one to death. And then now it's time for the third, and he didn't come through. So she like, hold up, man, this dude tripping. You know what I'm saying? Judah tripping. So she went and devised a plan to in order to get pregnant, to have sex with someone. And she knew that she had to trick Judah. You understand? This is what she did. She tricked Judah into doing it. It's like because he did not come forth with the promise. All right, keep going.
Verse 21. Then he asked the men of that place, saying, where is the harlot that was openly by the wayside?
So he like, man, where this whore that was out here? It had the veil on. You know what I'm saying? Now they out looking for her. Keep going.
And they said, there was no harlot in this place. And he returned to Judah and said, I cannot find her.
Okay, so they like, hold up, man. Hey, ain't no hoes out here. You know what I'm saying? None. Couldn't find her. Keep going.
And also the men of that place said that there was no harlot in this place.
Mm-hmm.
And Judah said, let her take it to her. Lest we be shamed.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, I sent this kid, and thou hast not found her. And it came to pass about 3 months after that it was told Judah, saying, Tamar, thy daughter-in-law, had played the harlot.
Now, you know how they say, what's in the dark come to the light.
Right.
Nothing is a secret in the black community. Okay, it's going to come. Somebody know. You know what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't even think like anyone would know this. You know what I'm saying? You would think that this would just be her little dirty little secret, right? And you know that black women got some secrets for your ass. Oh my God, they got some secrets. You hear me? Boy, man. If sisters ever told the truth about some of the things they've done, nobody would even want them. Nobody would even want them, man. You understand? Go ahead.
That's Salakia, but they took 0 time to rat her out. Like 3 months pregnant. What did she show? She probably had 1 episode of Morning Sickness. They like, nope, she hoe. Get her. Like 3 months. You're not even showing anything in 3 months.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Go ahead.
And also, behold, she is the child by order.
It said she was child by who?
Order.
Mm-hmm.
And Judah said, bring her forth, and let her be burned.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
When she was brought forth, she sent to her father-in-law, saying, by the man whose these are, am I with child? And she said, discern, I pray thee, whose are these, the signet and bracelets and staff?
Mm-hmm.
And Judah acknowledged them and said, she hath been more righteous than I.
Okay, so he turned around. He said, man, this sister been more righteous than me. Right? Now just think about it. That's Judah all day long. He love the hoe, but he don't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He go, oh, she what? Did the what? Oh, okay, let's burn the hoe.
Right.
But you the one that turned around and turned trick with the hoe. You understand? And you ain't telling nobody that part.
Yeah.
You know? Go ahead, I'll keep reading.
Because that I gave her not to Shelah,
Mm-hmm.
my son, and he knew
Right. Keep going.
and he knew her again no more.
Okay, so he turned around and he like, damn. He said the reason she did this was because of me. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't give her my son like I said I was gonna do. So that's why she did that. You know,
Right.
and he knew she did. He knew she wasn't a whore. You understand? He knew what they say. You ain't that type.
Right.
You know what I mean? You ain't the type. She wasn't the type of woman. You understand, to turn around and just do this right here. You know, he knew that there was a reason, and he knew that he was the reason. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
And it came to pass in the time of her travail that, behold, twins were in her womb.
Mm-hmm.
And it came to pass, when she travailed, that the one put out his hand, and the midwife took and bound upon his hand a scarlet thread, saying, this came out first. Verse 29, and it came to pass, as he drew back his hand, that behold, his brother came out.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, how hast thou broken forth? This breach be upon thee. Therefore, his name is called Phares. Verse 30.
Okay. Oh, keep going.
And afterward came out his brother that had the scarlet thread upon his hand, and his name was called Zerah.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and stop right there. We're going to do part 2 tomorrow. We're going to keep going all the way up into the Passover, man. Like I said, we're going over the history of how we even got into Egypt. You understand how the Israelites got into Egypt and what the Passover mean for us and all of that, everything. You understand? We're going to break all of that down, all right? And with that, Shalom, Israel.